And that's for the piggies in every US city thinking a seat in the back row is Porsche because of European history. They miss seeing the monocle though, so I be in the front row on days I'm making dough. All alone, in the zone, on the phone, until the trailers go off the screen, along with all those production companies that never did a thing for me.
I couldn't let homophobia prevent me from seeing an Ang Lee classic on the big screen while on a layover in one of the most liberal cities in the world. Faglanta, anyone? So I sat in my front row seat and enjoyed what Jake Gyllenhaal and the late Heath Ledger had to offer, and I was not disappointed. As a millennial, I know Lee from directing the best Marvel feature film, 2003's Hulk, and the ridiculously overrated snorefest of a kung fu flick in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I have to say, with that track record, Brokeback Mountain is Ang Lee's greatest film yet. As a heterosexual male, I'm glad that the few sex scenes that I encountered within the film were not gratuitous enough to take away from the overarching love story that transcends sexual preference. The secret of these two closeted homosexual males also adds an air of mystery to the feature, bending genres. And of course, the film is set in Wyoming and filmed in the US's most scenic state, New Mexico. Ang captures the beauty of these plains and turns a good portion of the film into something that could be on National Geographic, really putting the mountain into the infamous title. On top of all this, audiences get treated to both a young Anne Hathaway and Kate Mara in one of their first serious roles. Randy Quaid also makes a goated appearance early on in the film, and with the two main co-stars being Gyllenhaal and Ledger, Brokeback Mountain is stacked with talent. Furthermore, there is an extra layer of realism in the film of life as a single male journeyman attempting to make a living in the States that translates well from the 60s to the 2020s, which is disappointing to know the stagnation of this baby nation. The images of hate crimes through violence against homosexuals are brief, but memorable, and leagues ahead of the gore used in horror films today. I found myself empathizing with Gyllenhaal and Ledger's characters easily, even with the differences in our sexuality. The chase to trace that nuclear family stencil is embedded in the minds of all westernized people, and the experience of watching it all crumble in front of your eyes is all too familiar, whether you have a hetero romance or a homo one.
Pop your popcorn. That's for the piggies in every US city thinking a seat in the back row is Porsche because of European history. They miss seeing the monocle though, so I be in the front row on days I'm making dough. All alone, in the zone, on the phone, until the trailers go off the screen, along with all those production companies that never did a thing for me.